But I love it, man. I'm from Cleveland, man. Born and raised. From Cleveland. Grew up on the east side, Glenville area. Anybody from Glenville up here? Grew up with Glenville High School. Love it, man. I love my city. I don't know if y'all noticed this. We just got voted top 3 worst cities to live in. We going for the number 1 spot this year. We're trying to get it. I didn't realize Cleveland was bad. This is when I knew Cleveland was really bad, a bad city. One day I was driving and I saw a Stop the Violence billboard. And it wasn't the billboard. Guess who purchased the billboard? A funeral home. You know how bad shit got to be? For a funeral home, they be like, hey, y'all killing too much. We book. That's like a strip club on the billboard that say, go home and be with your family. Like, that shit work. I love my sister, man.
I'm back.
Buck.
What up, dog?
Buck is back in the building, man.
Man.
Hey, man. So we it's a special night. It's a, we don't really do Wednesdays all that often no more, man. But the boy B Titty is in the building, man. We got about a minute and a half before we go live, and it I don't know. The energy is real. The energy is real strong, man. It's about as strong as a pregame usually be, man. So, even though it's on a Wednesday, and Tim, you've been gone for a minute, so we're going to see if you remember what they need to do.
I don't
Go
even
ahead and
know,
holler at them
but
real quick.
I think they're supposed to get real comfortable.
They need to get comfortable, but before they get comfortable,
grab some snacks.
Grab some snacks. And while they grabbing some snacks, grab Tim some snacks too.
Please. Grab something to drink.
When you grabbing your snacks and you grab you something to drink, grab Tim something to drink too.
Please.
Please.
Grab some titties.
Do not grab Tim's titties.
Not my titties.
Please. But most importantly, man, the most important thing, man.
Share the show.
Man, hit that share button, man. It's about to get real live up in Derek. Yeah. Did you start us on YouTube, man? You tripping.
He ain't even start us.
We good? He lying. He lying. All right, man. We got the boy B Titty in the building, man. We got about less than a minute before and then, like I said, man, it said they already in the comments. Don say play "What's Beef" by Notorious B.I.G. They getting right to it, man. They ready, man. Rosabelle said she was confused because it's Wednesday, man. Hey, we worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we move around a little bit around here. You know what I mean? Tim, you ready? Matter of fact, it's 6:30. Tim, let's go.
The following presentation is rated Lexx. Would not recommend without adult supervision.
Hey yo, Day. You ready?
You know I'm ready.
Hey, Collab. You already know we ready. Turn the motherfucking music.
Let's go. We in the land and we rock next day. I love this world like Jupiter where you reign. He giving the kosher flavor, securing all of his cake. His words might sting like a tape, but he accurate like the laser. Let's get it. Hot top tune in cause he get it popping. They saying he out of pocket. Tell hating to stop. Oh shit. Mr. AKA, let the cream fuck these hoes. Better hide your babe. Every Thursday at 7, we catch a vibe. Watch it when you at home or listen like drive. Reality just a ride. Living the just alive. Fight all the lows and highs. Never failure to thrive. Minimize all your disruption. Get ready for dope discussion. Tell the kids no interruption, but 2 on the production. White tee, chocolate skin, shade. This an upgrade from any station you play. You can feel this dope shit in your veins.
Hey man, it's another one, but this is a special episode, man. A special episode of the Lexx Vegas show on a Wednesday. We up in stream space. The boy Buck is back. Derek in the building. And I'm your host, man, Lexx Vegas, a.k.a. A.K.A. Smarty McFly, A.K.A. Peter Popoff, A.K.A. the Dirt Diggler, A.K.A. Hemi Butler,
Talk your shit.
A.K.A. Him Kelly, A.K.A. Hacksaw Him
Talk
Duggan,
your shit.
A.K.A. Hemi Fallon,
Talk your shit.
A.K.A. Him Crow,
Talk your shit.
A.K.A. Him Buck Too. That's become one of my favorite ones, man. They got a nice little ring to it, man.
Talk your shit.
A.K.A. but it's still fuck them kids, man. Fuck
Talk
them,
your
man.
shit.
A.K.A. the prolific shit talker, man. And this damn show gonna be some shit talk tonight, man. And it's gonna be orchestrated by the one that they call
Mr. AKA. I know him.
We in the building, baby. Tim Buck, man. Welcome back, man. How was New York?
New York was excellent, dog. It was wonderful.
Him Crow Pizzle.
Except all the walking. I don't think New Yorkers for fat niggas. I swear to God, if I'd have lived in New York, I wouldn't be as big as I am. I promise you.
That's all right, man. That's all right, man. Well, welcome back, man. You know, but you know what? Speaking of which, man, we got to shout out the boy Big Derek Willis, man, from Stream Space, who absolutely did an amazing job producing last week's show while Tim was on vacay, man.
You held me down, dog. I'm proud of you, dog.
You know, I appreciate you, baby. All right, and shout out to the corner guy, man. He's still recovering from his leg surgery, man. He'll be back, you know, lurking in random corners, you know, in no time, man. Few announcements before we get to tonight's festivities, man. You know, please remember that this Saturday, February the 15th, the grown folks will get sexy, man. I will be hitting the stage as part of the Grown and Sexy comedy show at Giovanni's in Wickliffe, Ohio. All right, put on and hosted by the one and only Big Milt Wiley. All right, we got a dope-ass lineup that includes yours truly, Mr. AKA, the boy Gene Miller, and sis Miss Ebony Timberlake, man. It's going to be a dope show. Showtime is 8 p.m. There is no cover charge. All right. This Monday, we making them laugh, man. The legendary Grog Shop in Cleveland Heights, Ohio is the spot, man. The next Make 'em Laugh Monday will be the Black History Edition, man. We will be giving away free Make 'em Laugh margaritas to attendees that can answer random Black History questions, man. That's set by the Make 'em Laugh crew, man. Culinary Chris gonna be the official food vendor, man. He gonna have that hibachi on the menu, all right? And a comedy lineup that's gonna include Freddie Simone, Larry Danflows, Ray Highclack, LJ Payne, Sophia Rivera, and Ryan Yex. Oh, and the boy Jim Cornette, man. Tim Cornette, my bad. The pregame is kicking in, all right? Hosted by the boy Kevin Ford, man. Tickets just $5 in advance, $10 at the door. Proper ID is required, man. We'll see y'all and Make 'em Laugh Monday. All right. Next Friday, February the 21st, we get unapologetic. People's is the spot, man. I got Akron, Ohio's Hendo hosting, man. I got Warren, Ohio's Lamont 330 pulling up. Big Rich Green gonna be in the building. Taylor Whaler gonna be there, and the boy Desmond Turner, man. They all coming through to set the stage on fire. Kitchen will be open, serving some of the best soul rolls and wings in the city. All right. Trust me on that one, man. All right. And some combination of Chrissy, Lee, and Taylor going to be behind the bar, pouring up. And as always, unapologetic, has no cover charge, man. Shout out to Sly, and a big, big shout out to my guy, Marquise, man. Hey, Keith. We're going to leave that one right there. All right. Sunday, March the 2nd, I'll be the guest host on the one-way to trip to Vegas comedy competition at Exotic Cuisine. Shout out to the boy Andrew Bryant. Y'all know I'm going to be on my Simon Call shit. You know what I'm saying? So y'all better bring it, man. And then, of course, last but not least, we damn sure ain't going to leave it out, man. Friday, March the 28th, Cleveland, Ohio is going up in smoke, man. Lounges, 1547 St. Clair Avenue, downtown Cleveland is a spot. I just released the lineup on social media. Y'all seen it, man. I got a little emphasis on the little, sis. Jen gonna be hosting that joint. You know what I'm saying? I got the OG Rob Allen pulling up. I got bruh Funny Money. I got the homie Clinton James. He gonna be bringing all the aunties. You know what I'm saying? The boy Chris Too Much gonna be pulling up, and it's gonna be a special guest spot by Mr. Rob Coleman Jr. All right, DJ Tim Buck gonna be on the ones and twos. Next Level Catering will be in the building. Y'all been raving about that infused mac and cheese and Rasta pasta. Jamie and her crew gonna be in the building serving up that goodness, man, both regular and infused. and Eye Candy will be behind the bar pouring up, man. Y'all know how I do. I'm giving the first 20 people through the door a free pre-roll, and we raffling off an entire ounce, man, courtesy of our amazing sponsors at the tire shop and owner Big Jason Wainwright, man.
Jason.
Tires. Tickets just $10 in advance, $15 at the door with proper ID required, man. We're going to see y'all at Lounges on the 28th, baby. Tim, you got anything going on?
Yeah. Sunday, the 16th, we having a blunt brunch. It's from 12 to 5. It's gonna be weed, jokes,
Preem, I see you.
And ass.
Birmingham in the building.
I know it's gonna be some asses in there.
It's gonna be a blunt brunch.
Yeah, all you can eat too. And then after that, later that night, we doing a show with Trappy. Shout out to Trappy.
Shout out to the boy Trap.
That's all on 216 Day. On what's my other dates? Well, on March 1st is gonna be the Battleground.
Absolutely.
We had the Exotic Cuisine. Shout out to Misha Shredder. Shout out to Gang. Shout out to Bees. Shout out to Pizzle. Shout out to Don Prince.
Shout out for the culture, man.
And then March 7th through the 9th, I'm gonna be featuring with Michael Culture. Michael Collier. Michael Collier.
At the Cleveland Funny Bone. Don't leave that part out, baby.
At the Funny Bone.
All right, man. Well, shit, man. I guess if we ain't got nothing else to shout out, I guess it's time to bring our guests on tonight, man. Now this gentleman is one of them ones, man. You know, he's a stand-up comic. He's a content producer. He's a businessman.
Qualified.
And he qualified.
He qualified.
He qualified to just announce his nationwide tour on Monday, man. You know what I'm saying? Here to talk his shit tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Mr. B Titty.
Thanks for having me, man.
What's going on, baby? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. Should I turn my camera on? Should I go stream?
Do what you do, baby.
What y'all need?
Do what you do. Put it on. Just make sure they know you watching the Lexx Vegas show. You know what I'm saying? Now, before we get to the festivities for the night, all right. What up, Kawana? I see you. All right.
Kawana.
Let's get a little background into B Titty for the people that may not be familiar with B Titty yet. Yeah. Like, first off, how long have you been in comedy, and what or who got you into comedy?
I started doing stand-up comedy in 2011.
Okay.
2011. There you go. Hey. Yeah, so I started doing stand-up 2011 right here off of Lakeshore at the 1-2 Lounge.
Okay.
Back in the day, 2011. And all it was I saw a flyer. The dude who posted the flyer was somebody I went to like elementary school with. And elementary, middle school, high school. He posted a flyer and Rob Ward on the flyer. And it's Cleveland.
Shout out to the boy Rob.
Yeah, it's Cleveland Prince of Comedy. Doing an open mic night. You know, he only been doing comedy 1 year, calling himself the Prince, right? We all be naive when we first start, right? So he like the Prince of Comedy, but my dude that I grew up with, I'm like, damn, my boys keep telling me to do comedy, man. I'm like, fuck. I message him. I'm like, hey man, I want to perform. He like, all right, well just pull up. He thinking I'm lying. I pull up. I see Rob. He's like, you got 2 minutes. I'm like, 2 minutes. And you going first. I'm like, fuck. I'm in the bathroom listening to 8 Mile, nigga, lose yourself. I'm trying to get so then rest is history, man. Me and Rob, we connected. He like, bro, you killed it, man, for what it was. Right. We found out me and him went to high school together. Me and Rob with same high school, graduated together. Then after that, man, me and Rob been kicking it since then. I never looked back.
Yeah, Rob family, man. Rob family.
My brother.
So from what I know about you, we grew up in the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
I grew up in the Glenville neighborhood. My 123rd and Superior.
Okay, yeah. I lived on 83rd and Superior, and I lived on 105 of Earl, 126 in Brackland. So I grew up all in that area.
Okay.
I grew up on Olivet a little bit. Olivet, Pierpont.
Olivet, okay, right on 105.
Hold up, I want to see where I go to look at yours, because I want to see what people
I sent it to your Facebook and your Messenger.
Got you.
The link is right there. So what would you say? Because we know what kind of neighborhood we grew up in. What up, Zaza? Somebody else that grew up in the neighborhood. All right, Christy, I see you. And Mara, I see y'all all. All right, so everybody tuned in, man. All right, but growing up in the neighborhood, like, and we know how bad it was then, and it's even worse now. But what would you say, like, growing up in that neighborhood, how did it mold you as not as just a comic, but as a man. Because I go through there now and it's like a war zone.
Yeah, man. No, like just growing up in that area, like kind of just seeing like nobody really from that area is successful. So it made you at first it gives you low self-esteem, man. You don't think that like you could do anything and stuff like that. Ain't nobody else did it and stuff like that. So you got to see it to believe it sometimes. But then also it makes you hungry to be like, nah, I'm gonna be the one. And then going to Glenville, like Patrick Henry, you know, I used to go to John Hay before they closed. So I used to be around a lot of the Morris black dudes and stuff like that. It make you tough. Like you got to be able to fend for yourself. Like learning how to roast. Like I went to Glenville, man. You got to know how to roast. So that's where a lot of my jokes and stuff came from. I was quiet. I was shy in high school and stuff like that, but I was always funny. So it just be like, I don't know, you can't see B Titty, man. You want to like, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, that's kind of that area. It makes you tough, man. It makes you prepared for anything, man. So I could go anywhere and perform. I'm like, nigga, I grew up on St. Clair.
I'm from Cleveland, nigga. BIFC, nigga. I'm from Cleveland.
When did you come out?
2004.
Okay.
Yeah, so I came out with like Teggy and Junior and all them.
Yeah. I was at Patrick Henry at that time.
Yep. So I went to Patrick Henry too, man. So like these areas, it just taught you like, man, I go places. I'm like, bro,
this ain't that bad. This ain't that bad. Nigga, I came from worse.
Nigga, I ain't scared of this.
So I'm gonna ask you. I ask a lot of comics that I bring on the show. So we gonna see what you say, man. Give me your Mount Rushmore comedy, man. The four coders, and this is your opinion.
Damn, bro, this is tough, man.
It ain't that tough, man.
It is.
Your favorite foe. Like, they ain't gotta be the coldest four, but just the ones that if any of these four, past or present, said that they was doing a show and you had a chance to get tickets, you going. Like who
all
just
right. Just four. So I'm gonna say Eddie Murphy.
He was staring hard, nigga. I'm like,
I'm looking at that Cavalier shit.
I'm like, what the fuck this nigga see? Nigga,
got spirits down here. Nigga, did you use some sage this morning, nigga? You need to bless this house, brother. But no, I got I would say Eddie Murphy.
All right.
Chris Rock.
Okay.
Chris Rock. It's tough, nigga. Shit. You gotta say Richard, man. Richard Pryor. You gotta say Rich.
This is your opinion. Like if Rich there, he there. If he wasn't, he wasn't. It's your opinion. It's your face. So you got
it wouldn't be none of them without him.
So you got Eddie. You got Chris Rock.
Yeah.
You got Richard Pryor. So who that fourth one? Who rounding out that top four?
This is he's not gonna be he wouldn't be a Mount Rushmore. But this is my favorite comedian of all time. One of my favorite comedians of all time, Tony Roberts, man.
Tony Roberts? Okay, there ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Tony Roberts a dog, bro. You see him in person nonstop, man.
You need your ass beat.
Yeah, you need your ass beat, bro. When I work with him, and that nigga, I got the video still on my phone. That nigga told me, bro, you funny as fuck. I ain't know what to expect, bro. I was like when your idols tell you shit like that, man, that's when you like,
that's what's
okay,
up.
I arrive, nigga.
I say all the time, man. It's your idols and your boys, the ones that seen you do it for nothing. When your boys tell you that they proud of you and shit, and they saw when they knew you before you did any of this shit, like that means something.
Yeah,
your idols and your day ones, man. So this past Monday, you announced that you kicking off your new tour, man.
Yeah.
What is you doing, man?
What is you doing?
And that's kicking off March the 2nd in Tulsa, Oklahoma, man.
Oklahoma.
You're a brave motherfucker, man.
Looney Bin.
You're a brave motherfucker, man. Because when I hear Tulsa, the only thing I think of is the first 48.
We've been on first 48 too, nigga. What you
we have, but not as much as Tulsa.
Hey, nigga,
every episode, there's some Tulsa in there somewhere.
We up there though.
We up there. I ain't mad at you. Like you said, if you can survive in Cleveland, you can go anywhere.
Exactly.
But I said you're a brave motherfucker. Nah, I fuck with Tulsa. I actually been through there. But so what can you tell us about the tour?
The tour is dope, man. I have a partnership with the client that I've been doing like just some sports betting with. So they're gonna sponsor it. I reached out to a lot of clubs that I have relationships with. I'm betting on myself. I recently somebody asked me what was the next bet. Nigga, I said on myself.
Talk your shit.
I like it.
So I'm trying to really see like my following and stuff like that. You know, I recently got a tremendous amount of success last year, man. Social media. jumped up to close to 300,000 followers on both platforms. So I'm about to see, man. I got so much support. We're about to see if they're gonna come out and buy some tickets.
Absolutely, man.
So I'm doing it, man. I'm headlining. My own tour.
You see the big bold letters, right? Because I'm about to get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? Now you are headlining your own tour. You see what we just did there.
I got my brother Rod Ward. He gonna be featuring for me the tour. So I also will be giving opportunities to some Cleveland comics and stuff like that. For shows.
You don't do shit for the city, man.
Yeah, I don't do nothing for the city.
I'm putting in my bid early. Let me get on one.
I'm gonna be reaching out to some of you guys, like, to come do some work, come do some shows, travel. It's all paid for by me. So all you gotta do is show up and you're gonna get paid to perform.
Man. Hey, you heard it straight from the man himself. Now we said you are headlining your own tour, man. So that's what we call a segue, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, you got a current, we'll call it a public disagreement.
Yeah.
With another comic, man. Comedian Fred.
Oh,
and he came on the show last week and he gave his side of, what's going on. Now, to my understanding, this all started, and correct me if I'm wrong, this all started when Fred made a comment about Cleveland having no headliners. That statement prompted you to respond, and you said that Fred was not qualified to make a statement like that. That started a back and forth between y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Fred came on the show last week. He told his version of what happened. You, yourself, and a few other comics, not just you, but a few other comics that Fred mentioned last week, all hit me up and said that things did not go down the way that he said they went down.
Correct.
Which brings us to tonight. So let's start with the original statement.
All right.
When Fred said Cleveland does not have any headliners, like what went through your head when you heard that statement?
So to tell his story, I gotta go back a little bit before that. All right. So Fred is somebody that I met doing comedy in 2011, doing open mics and stuff like that. Me and Fred never have an issue. Every time he see me, is love. Is bro, you one of the coldest in the cities and shit like that. I do his videographs every time I go to the Improv and shit. So we never had no issues. When I made that comment, it was kind of it was stemming from comments that he made probably months before that, right? And I was just like, I always let stuff slide. I don't really feel like I be as active in the Cleveland comedy scene as I should, as far as like the new people knowing who I am and stuff like that. So Fred made this comment, and he was talking about, Rob was doing Thursday nights to take over Thursdays at the Improv, right?
Thursdays, right?
One of the first comics to get his own night at the Cleveland Improv, right? A funny bone, right? So that was a big thing. And one of the things is, that's my brother, man. So he doing this full time, which a lot of us can't say. A lot of us go to work and have jobs and make revenue. Rob is doing this full time. I mean, taking care of his kids and his family strictly off comedy. So he was doing that night to make money. Fred works at the Funny Bone. So a couple events that Rob had, I just see Fred, man, these niggas suck. These comics bombing. Take over Thursday getting worse and worse, right? It was probably like 3 or 4 events he posted this. Man, this show getting worse. And I knew it was because he wanted to perform there, right? And I always say you get more bees with honey. You don't got to put that energy out there. If you want to perform, just say that, But he just kept doing it. So I seen that, and I was about to make a comment, but I don't like putting that energy out, so I left it alone. I'm like, I ain't gonna say nothing. So that went by, but I was just thinking that whole time, like, bro, you talking about comics is not funny and all this stuff like that, and it's just like, and you talking about this night getting horrible. All I'm thinking about, my man's trying to hustle and make money. You promoting that this not a good night or show to go to. You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
So that was still on my heart a little bit. So when he made that comment about there's no headliners in Cleveland, right? I wasn't even thinking about the headliner in Cleveland comment. I was still thinking about that. All I wrote on his page, and I said, we've been stopped taking comedy advice from Fred, laughing out loud. That's what I wrote, right? So a lot of people laugh. I'm joking, I'm trolling at this point. Or whatever like that. So then since I comment on the thing, now you start to see everybody else's notifications because you in a post now, right? So then he goes, the only headliner in his, because Sean Showtime said something, which is my brother too.
Yeah, he in the comments right now. Shout out to Sean.
So Sean say something,
Showtime.
and then Fred say, well, yeah, only Sean Showtime in Cleveland is a headliner. When he said that, that made it a biased statement, and then that made me say you're unqualified to speak on what you're talking about. Okay. Because if you're going to say Sean Showtime, and no knock to Sean Showtime a headliner, he's been doing a lot longer than us, right? But if you're going to say the way that Sean Showtime, he's promoting and throwing his shows, then that means you got to add 30 other comedians that's headlining and doing the same thing. So you can't now that just discredited your whole statement.
So that's what you meant by you're not qualified because you're speaking on things that you actually don't know. You're giving opinions instead of facts. That's
and you made a biased opinion because you and Sean Showtime have a relationship. Absolutely. So now, if you would have just left it at there's no headliners in Cleveland, right? I can't debate that. That's your opinion. If you leaving that like people who could actually got a following, throw a show, people buy tickets to come see the show, cool. If you say that, okay, cool. But when you name one comedian, now I have something to compare that to. Okay. If you're saying Sean Showtime is a headliner, okay, well, I can name 10 other comedians that's doing cruises, headlining, that's booking their own shows, headlining, that's headlining the comedy clubs that did it before us. So now you're making a statement that is actually false. Because I'm comparing it to who you mentioned is the only headliner.
So if he would have basically said, in my opinion, Sean Showtime is the only person that should be headlining or something like that, it would have made it a statement that probably would have flew without much kickback.
If he would have said, let's say he would have said somebody that like has a huge following in Cleveland, and if he would have said something like Mike Paramore is the only headliner in Cleveland. Mike Paramore got 30 million views on his stand-up.
There you go.
Now I would have to. Now the criteria will be okay. Who has 30 million views? Who's selling out shows? But who's touring? That's the criteria.
So when you put a name to it,
now, and then the thing about it is, Fred has never headlined. So how do you know who was a headliner? You never headlined.
So do you believe that somebody? So let me ask you, because I asked Fred this question, so I'm gonna ask you directly. In your opinion, if somebody was to ask you, what is a headliner? Like in comedy, what would you define as a headliner?
A headliner is somebody that can captivate a crowd for the period of time that he's scheduled to captivate the crowd. No dry spots. You know, a headliner normally does 45 minutes to an hour, right? Now, a big draw, that's something different, right? Are you a draw? Okay. That's something different, right? It's all subjective, right? You could say, I think a person that's headliner got to sell tickets. That's cool, but I could throw a show right now and go out there and hustle and sell out a show. And go door to door and get people to buy tickets, but can I do the time? Right? Now, if I could do the time, does that make me a draw? No, I went out there and hustled the tickets, right? But can I do the time? Yeah.
So would you say a headliner is both?
Yeah.
Somebody that can do the time, but also has the drawing power.
Bro, it's people who have the drawing power that don't have the experience. There are social media comedians that blew up. I'm gonna give y'all the game. There's comedians that blew up in this game off social media, right? Mm-hmm. To monetize, to make money when you get a lot of followers, like 2 million followers, and you doing comedy content, you have to then tour to make money. That's how you monetize it, right? I got a following. What are they going to buy tickets to come see me do? Comedy, because I'm doing comedy skits. But when they go up there, if you work with any of these dudes that just now starting to do, they're trying to headline, and they've only been doing comedy 2 weeks. So now they don't have that material. Are they a headliner because they can sell tickets? Yeah, but are they a headliner with material? No. They have no material. They have no set. So that's why I said it's subjective. Like you can't just say one thing is definite. Just because you got a big following don't mean you can perform for 45 minutes to an hour.
That is true.
And I don't work with these dudes. I done seen them do 45 minutes and they trying to do their skits on stage. Because you don't have the experience. They're trying to do skits on. Yeah, they try to do this because they haven't been doing it. Imagine if I just told you, when did you start doing comedy?
Well, 2 years ago.
2 years ago, right? How much time did you do?
My first set?
Your first set ever?
About 15 minutes.
You did 15 minutes. Now
it was my birthday, so I controlled the shit. So
yeah,
I was like, but yeah, I did about 15 minutes my first time.
You did 15 minutes, right? Now, what if I told you after that 15-minute set, you went viral and now you're doing a tour, and the tour you got to do 45 minutes? knowing what you know now, 2 years in the game, would you be able to do an hour of material, funny material? Did you have an hour of funny material?
No.
You didn't?
No. I barely had that 15
You
minutes.
barely had the 15.
I barely had that 15.
I barely had, nigga, I barely had the 2. when I first did it.
Right. I get what you're saying, because I barely had that 15.
So being able to sell tickets don't mean a goddamn thing if you're not funny.
It's like T.I. I mean, I'm not saying he ain't funny, but he got into comedy. He went straight to a headliner.
He went straight to a headliner, but he's experienced as a person that's been doing, who should be doing open mics. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Now he's getting that experience and all that, so he has to get better. But you saw the first time he performed in the big crowd, they was booing him.
I just don't like the motherfucker.
But he got, but no, shout out to shout out to him. But I'm just saying,
I can't stand T.I.
But listen, will he sell the show?
Nigga,
hell yeah.
What you say?
But when he performed, he don't have the material.
I got you.
So that's why I was saying. But that wasn't even why I said he was unqualified.
So speaking of material, now Fred did challenge you to a 20 for 20.
What is that?
He challenged you on the show. He said instead of doing a roast battle or a back and forth, he said he'll put up his best 20 minutes against your best 20 minutes.
Listen, this
I'm mad at the face he just made. He was like,
"There's no disrespect. Fred can't fuck with me at all."
Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
I'm serious.
Talk your shit.
You know, I put the time and the effort into this and the passion into this. So the shit that I'm even doing and writing, they don't even know. I've never seen him do a callback. I've never seen him. He talking about 20 minutes. I've never seen Fred do 5 minutes of funny material. And this is straight facts.
Talk your shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's no. You have to humble yourself in this game. Because when he's saying that, I just did a set and I felt like I killed, you got to know what killed mean. And when I do a show and I bomb or I did bad and I try to go back and get better, a lot of these dudes don't elevate in this game is because they don't have self-awareness. We all want to say we killed and we did this. Until you see a person really kill the show, that's when you know you killed. When you do a show and you feel like, damn, I got to get better. First time I watched Tony Roberts, I said, I gotta get better. That ain't. I thought I killed. Nah. First time I did work with Benji Brown, I gotta get better. Right.
Sean Showtime in the comments, he said, "You telling the truth, man."
Yeah.
Big Rich said, "A headliner can close the show and attract the audience." Sam said, "Experience and shows matter."
Yeah.
Okay. So now Fred came on the show last week and he got the Fredding. You know, those of us that know Fred know exactly what that means. But for those of you who don't, he did what he was known for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He went off on a rant about how he feels about how you and some of the other comics treated him or came at him. Now, one thing that I said to Fred, and I said this to you when we talked, I said the comment I made, I felt like Fred got in your head a little bit.
Right.
And I told you that when we talked on the phone.
We got a phone.
And I said that caused you went on live like 45 fucking minutes going in on this nigga.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was what were you aiming to get across when you started that live and you started going at Fred?
So what a lot of people don't know is there was no beef. I wanted to debate.
It still ain't beef. I told him last week, I said, stop calling this shit beef. It's not beef.
It's not no beef.
Ain't no beef.
You gotta stop putting that energy out there because people like the one thing that he's doing is he's the common denominator in all the issues that he's had. So who's the problem? You the common denominator. Who Tank, Joey Zaza, motherfucking John Bruton. You're the common denominator. D-Hawk, whatever. Like you're the common denominator, right? You got to stop talking crazy to people because guess what? I don't got no enemy. People love me. So you don't hear talking crazy and you got a knife and all. Like you got to realize people love these people you playing with. So you don't know who you talking about. You don't know who gonna just one day pop up on you. You don't know. So you got to stop talking like that.
Making that music. Hold on.
Do you think?
Let me do so. The 45-minute rant thing, right?
Marco, I see you.
So when I made the post about him being unqualified, right? I was trolling, but I was also being truthful. I'm like, you've only been a headliner. You've never been booked, so you're unqualified to speak on who's a headliner. Just like I'm unqualified to tell Kevin Hart how to throw an arena tour. You know why? Because I've never done it. Can I do the same amount of time as him? Yeah. But can I talk to him about throwing an arena tour? I'm unqualified. I'm not qualified yet to speak on that. So that's why I was telling him, you can't speak on something that you're not even doing yourself.
There you go.
Right. So when I said that, he went live. Right. He goes live. He starts his live off and he's just like, shout out to B Titty. He started off very respectful. In the live, I'm in his head because he's saying, and then he said it to himself. Yeah. And then he said, motherfucker unqualified. Man, niggas got ego, right? You can see my comment.
I'm mad because I can see exactly. I pictured Fred doing that shit as he said it because Fred just go from 0 to 10. Like,
yeah, so you can see that my comment explode in his head. Niggas got egos. And B Titty, you ain't even a headline. You a feature. You featuring for da-da-da-da. So when I went live, when I'm watching his live,
what up, Chop?
Him doing this, right? I'm just writing down what he said. I'm like, I'm about to combat that. He said, because he don't know who's actually getting booked to headline. He was like, and then niggas still in Cleveland. You making the same money I'm making to get performed. That's why I showed what I make. I said, it ain't even close, nigga. You ain't even touch it. And then he said some other shit. Niggas got egos. Niggas not humble. This is what I wrote all these bullet points down.
So basically, you were just going back and dropping truth bombs on the shit that he was saying about you.
I'm thinking we just having a friendly debate though.
Right.
So then I DM Fred
before put 50 on his head.
Before I went live, I messaged him and I said, bro, let's go live together and do it. Let's do a debate. He ignored it. So I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm just go live. So I'm like, let's go live. I'm going live and I'm just addressing what he said. But if you see him on my live, I'm not disrespecting him. I'm not calling him out his name. I'm not saying this, fuck Fred, nothing.
About your live. Now, according to Fred, this is just according to Fred, this is what he said last week. He felt like when you said let's go live, he felt like you were clout chasing.
How?
This is what he said. That's what he said. I'm just saying. That's what he said. And I'm not talking shit about Fred, but I'm saying this is what he said last week. He said that he didn't understand when you said let's go live because he's and another the question I was about to ask you, because it all goes together according to him, is that he said that you told him that you were about to pull up and beat his ass at the Funny Bone. And so in his mind, he thought that you were going live.
That was 3 different days.
But this is what he said last week. Go back and we watched it. Okay. This is what was said right here. He said that you told him that you were going to pull up. And so he assumed you were coming to his job to whoop his ass. And he thought that you were going to go live during that. And that's what he thought. So he thought you were clout chasing.
So he's lying. So I DM'd him to go live the same day that I did the qualified.
Okay.
He DM'd me to go live 3 days after that. So I didn't actually go live 3 days later when that happened. So let's follow the timeline. I DM'd him before I did the 45 minutes to go live. I said, let's go live, bro. So we can debate it. And I got the receipts too. Hold on, let me go to my messages.
I believe you, brother. Derek Lamar said, I can't believe y'all be paying attention to what Fred be saying.
It ain't about, and this is what I want to say about that, because everybody's giving that comment like, oh, shout out to him trolling. I'm coming to him as a friend. I wasn't coming to him like, man, nigga, you corny, da-da-da-da-da. I'm coming to him like, this big bro talking to you who doing this. Let me show you why your comment is uneducated, because you're not in that realm of headlining and touring and being out of town working with everybody. You might not know who the headliners is. You don't know Mike Paramore is touring, doing Drive Bar. He got 30 million views on YouTube for his Drive Bar special. You don't know Mike Head is touring. Mike Head is on cruise ships. You don't know Mike Jones is on cruise ship. You heard when I said those names.
Who?
He said he don't even know. He said he don't even know who those people is. Remember he said that on your show? So how are you qualified if you don't even know who in your city popping?
Okay, that's
when I went live. What I was telling him,
that's a legitimate.
You know one person, Shine Showtime. You don't even know who the headliners is. I can name 20. Then you go to the people that's doing the Lakewood or the Lakewood shows. You got Bill Squire. You got Mary Santor. You got all these people. One of the dudes, I forget my boy name. He's on Saturday Night Live from Cleveland. You don't know who the headliners are because you're not qualified. You're not in that realm. That was my whole rant was about.
Now you mentioned a couple of times. You said this was all coming from a place of love or a place of from big education. Bro, from this was a big bro moment and all this shit. But here's another one. Fred said last week that y'all barely know each other. He said that I don't know this nigga. Like we barely had any interactions over the years. He said I just know nigga from comedy from back in the day. So this is what I'm saying. So my point is saying this is not discrediting what Fred's saying, but I'm saying it looks like there's people are looking at things two different ways.
So let me tell you this.
Mhm.
Let me tell you this. I've been doing I've started off as a house MC probably 6 years ago at the Funny Bone.
Okay.
Maybe 7 years right now. Fred has been there for however long. Fred has been, every time that I've done MC and then I moved up to feature, Fred has been there. I've conversated with Fred. I've given Fred advice about what to do in front of comics. He asked me for a videograph all the time. He asked me to book me for a show because he been about to book me for a show for 3 years now. Mister, I'm a promoter. Been booking me for 3 years now. So we not like, oh, Fred, what up, bro? Da-da-da-da. We know each other.
But there's a relationship.
There's a relationship. It ain't like if Fred.
Will Hot, what
at
up,
that
baby?
time, if somebody was jumping on Fred, I'm fighting.
At that time.
At
What
that
about
time,
now?
Beat his ass. I ain't got nothing to do with it. He probably said some shit he wasn't qualified to say. Put them hands on him. He got to learn.
Fred is in the
Nigga need to learn
in the Instagram chat.
But at that point, we had a relationship like that. Even when he was doing the John Brewing shit, I'm the one talking to him like, yeah, bro, chill out, man. Y'all good. Just da-da-da-da-da. I'm talking to him when he was doing this shit, asking people, the headliners, when they first got to the Improv, first walked in, they just fresh off the plane. Hey, can I get a videograph with you? Hey, Fred, just wait till the weekend. They here all weekend. Just wait till after the weekend. Ask him if I told him that. This big bro. Just wait till after the weekend. Then you do it. You know why? Because they complain about it when you leave. They telling me I'm sitting in the green room with him. Hey man, that dude is, and I'm like, nah, man, he's a fan of you. You ain't gonna talk crazy about my people because I know Fred, I don't know you. So these are the conversations I'm having. And I go back to him. Hey man, try not to do that because it rubs him the wrong way. Not even throwing the guy under the bus like, oh yeah, Fred, he said you weird. This is the kind of man I am.
On some big bro shit.
On some big bro shit. So yeah, because he had been doing it for 3-4 weekends that I did with him.
I do know who Mike Head is. This is
So Fred in the comments on YouTube.
On IG.
Okay.
He said, yo, this nigga is a liar.
I can't see it. So
he said Fred said he's a liar?
He said, yo, this nigga is a liar.
Okay. He told me that one time. What I lie about? I said I told him that. What's a lie?
So let me ask you this. And I'm gonna ask you this. Let me ask you why
let me go to the fight shit though. So
did you tell him you was gonna pull up and beat his ass?
No, I didn't say. Let me tell you exactly what I said. So hold on, I got it on my Facebook. So I'm gonna tell you
he going to the receipts.
Because I gotta remember how I said it, man.
Paco, what up, baby?
Bro, I got
EEL Design, I see you.
Bro, I got so much shit going on. So look, Fred, so after that, I get off Facebook, right? I'm not on Facebook because my old Facebook got hacked. So I only got 200 people on there. So all my traffic on Instagram and TikTok. So 2 days later, after me and him did the live and I did the unqualified shit, I was off of Facebook. I go back on there. I see Fred had made a comment under Joey Zaza's post. Like Joey Zaza said something, but Fred had made a comment.
Danger, I see you.
And he was just like, he made a comment or some shit, and then he made another post like hit dogs holla, whatever like that. You know, he talking fly and slick at this point. I'm like, bro, this was 2 days ago. Nigga, like, I'm over it now. You know what I'm saying? So then I messaged him back on that post. I said, bro, it was a friendly debate, man. Like now you take it somewhere else. I said, chill out before I humble you. That's what I wrote to him. And he said, I'm already humble and with no debate, nigga. Stay on that side then, nigga. And then he blocked me. I thought that was it, nigga.
Did he use the hard ER?
No, this wasn't that. This was just nigga.
Okay, I'm just asking. Fred like that he was the hard ER. They was on the comments going crazy last week about that shit.
Look, so he blocked me. Then he blocked me. Right after he blocked me, I made a comment. I said, nigga, if me replying to you is the highlight of your comedy career, you need to stop doing comedy. That's what I made a comment saying that. If my response is to highlight, you talking about this shit 3 days later, nigga, I'm off of it. But he blocked me. So I guess somebody told him February 1st, he see the comment because it was still on my page. He messaged me. He unblocks me. You can see this. He says,
Fred.
what did it say? Okay,
You still talking shit. Let's go IG live and debate.
Okay, so who's a liar? Did I ask him to go live this day? He said I asked him to go live. I was clout chasing. What does his first message say?
I just read it. Nigga.
Let's go live. What time was that?
Hold on, move your finger.
What time was that?
That was at 3:56 p.m.
Did he text me again? At what time?
4:47.
What did it say?
This nigga giving me a pop quiz on my show. And he used the hard ER, nigga. Shit, hold on. I see the hard ER on there.
We gotta get to it. We gotta get to it. We gotta get to it. What's the second?
I debate on IG Live, not Facebook. Send me a notification on IG.
Now wait, the reason why he said I debate on IG Live, not Facebook, because the first night before I made my video, I asked him to debate before I made it, and he ignored it. The first night, this was the 28th or whatever, like whatever date that was that I asked him in January. He said I debate on IG Live. Now, what do I have on IG Live? What do I have on IG? I want you to just read this. Because we got receipts. Since I'm clout chasing.
Man, nigga, I'm hot.
How many followers that say?
14K.
No.
14.5K. Oh, no, I can't. I told you I'm high and I can't see. Okay. It says 144,000. Okay, my bad.
144,000.
Pre-game be strong sometimes.
144,000. So now why you
it was a booger on your phone or something.
Yeah, no.
I couldn't see it.
So now why you think he want to debate on IG Live? Because who clout chasing? So then I didn't see this because guess what I tell you? I'm not on Facebook all day. I randomly on talking, I go on Facebook. I'm reading these.
You ain't gonna skip that next line.
I got to tell you how it happened. I see these two first. I say go live. I'm reading it from the closed caption. So I'm like, I click on it. I'm like, oh, go live. And then I see right when I said go live, you can see my time. What time did it say?
7:06.
What time you send that?
What that one that you keep skipping over?
Hey nigga, what time you send it?
7:06.
So the same time I was saying go live, he was sending me another message at the same time. Hey nigga. He done messaged me 3 times begging me to go live on I'm clout chasing. That's 3 times, right? The third time we messaging at the same time because I had just seen it. I said, watch that N-word.
And damn, Fred.
What'd he say? What nigger? Then he say, look, he say, what nigger? Then he go, I'm at work right now. Wait till I get off. What'd I say?
I'll come up there.
I'll come up there.
Okay, so is that what he's saying by? But maybe that's what he meant by.
No,
he was gonna pull up and be. I read the message, but I'm just. Why you go up like 3 octaves, nigga? We good, nigga. This nigga said, read the message, nigga.
You know, when black people get passionate, our voice go up.
I see.
I ain't take your money, man.
I see.
I take your wallet. You know,
this nigga went up 3 octaves, nigga. This nigga went soprano like a motherfucker on my ass.
But he said, I said what? I'll come up there.
I'll come up there.
And he said, I said, I beat your ass.
That's how you took it, though.
I don't care how you took it. What'd I say?
You said
I'll come up there. He said okay.
But like I told Fred, don't you think that like would come across as when you say I'm gonna come up there, that comes across like I'm coming to whoop your ass? Like I understand what you said.
A debate, though,
I ain't gonna even lie.
If y'all going back and forth, and it's getting a little heated. He done called you nigger 4 times.
Yeah, he called me. I ain't gonna even lie. At that moment, when I said I'd come up there, I live 3 minutes from the Improv.
Okay.
At that moment, I was mad, and I was like, I might go up there and slap the shit out this nigga.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I ain't gonna lie, because I'm like, why you, bro? We ain't even this deep. Why we beefing like this? Over me saying you not qualified? I ain't called you out your name or nothing. But I left it at that. And then I said, and you think I'm gonna debate you on my biggest platform? Nah, bump. You get Facebook or nothing. He say, laughing out loud. You scared? I said, no, nigga, you don't deserve that look. You keep going live to your 8 people. I said, boy, you clout chasing, laughing out loud. I said, didn't you block me? That page traffic slowed down, huh, bump? So I'm like, you clout chasing, nigga. I ain't said nothing about you in 3 days. You joining you done DM me 3 times. I'm like, let's go live on IG. He said, you scared. I said, go live on Facebook. What do you want to come down here for? Now he thinking, because I just said that I left off that.
Oh, no, hold on. Oh.
Then what he say?
Damn.
What he read it, Lexx.
He called you bitch titty. No, bitch titty. You do what I say.
And what was the last message I sent to him?
Fred, you ain't like that, bro.
You ain't like that. Like, who you talking to? Nigga, beat dog shit down your leg, bruh.
Damn. Crystal,
But
what
it-
up, man?
but it ain't-
We
it
got
ain't-
Texas in the
But
building.
it ain't that type of time.
I
don't get no cool points for fighting Fred.
I get you. I honestly. Okay, so let me ask you
But
this.
do you
'cause
see
we-
the? But
I see it. We run out of
hold on.
time though. We got it. We
Let me say
got time, but we run out though.
But on
Talking
your
shit.
on your show,
Mhm.
what was he saying? I threatened to fight him.
He did.
I was cloud chasing him. I was doing all this. This man called me a nigger and a bitch.
A few times.
But I'm the one that's
A few times. And he put it in all in caps though.
All in
I don't know.
caps.
The all in caps is kind of making it a little aggressive.
But he on your show. He on your show playing like, I don't know why. I know everybody got beef with me. All I'm doing is giving my opinion. No, because you do this shit in the DMs. You talking about nigger and bitch. Then you gonna see me. I'm gonna be at the improv. And guess what you're gonna be doing? Play my sound. This is what I want to come out to. You're not qualified.
Britton, I see you. God damn. So I asked Fred this, and I'm gonna ask you directly. What will it take to squash the issue between you and Fred, in your opinion?
Listen, the
'Cause Fred-
issue is squash. I have no listen. I would see Fred and work professionally.
Okay.
Play listen.
Now that's
Play my sound.
that's professionally though. What happens if y'all cross paths in the streets?
It's listen. It's no beef.
Okay. Fred said he wanted an apology.
Words don't move me.
When I asked Fred what it would take to squash it, he said he wants an apology.
He said, no, he's not.
How likely is that to happen?
Apology for it. Tell me what you want an apology for.
For the way that you spoke to him.
I said he not qualified.
Yeah. That's exactly what he said last week when I asked him to elaborate
How many people
on what he wanted, like what he wanted an apology for. He said for you saying that he's not qualified.
Let me ask y'all a question. Everybody in this room, when you get sick and something's going on with you and you don't know what it is, who do you ask? Do you ask your brother who watched Grey's Anatomy, or do you go to the doctor and see what's wrong with you? Who's more qualified to tell you what's wrong with you? The doctor. Okay. The doctor.
I'm
can
getting
tell
tired of
you.
you coming over here with all these quiz questions too, motherfucker.
Listen.
You been asking a whole lot of goddamn questions, nigga. This is my show, nigga.
Listen, if you want to start a business, right, and your mom only worked at a job 9 to 5 all her life, and you got motherfucking Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk right here, who advice do you gonna take? The person that you love and you known all your life, who's never ran a business, or the person that has ran a business?
A successful
person who ran a business. If you're talking to somebody and they're telling you who's a headliner and who's not a headliner, are you going to believe the person who's actually headlined or the person who has 5 minutes of material? The person who's actually, I'm qualified to speak on who's a headliner.
Jen, what up?
It's no shade. It's the truth. You're not qualified because you've not done it. You said I've been in the improv and I've been watching the MC, the feature, and the headliner. And with that being said, I know that there's no headliners in Cleveland. But you didn't mention you have never MC'd, featured, or headlined in any comedy club.
So
you're not qualified to speak on that. You're not. I can't come in here and tell Lexx how to do a podcast because I've been on 2 of them. You got 36 boards in here. I can say, yeah, but bro, I've been on 2 of the biggest podcasts. You should have the mics like this, and then make sure you be looking at me like, nigga, how long you been doing podcasting? Oh, I ain't never did it, but I've been on a lot of them.
Nigga, you ain't qualified.
I ain't qualified to talk to you about it. That's all that statement meant.
Talk your shit.
I get it. But that's why we got you here now to
Hit dog
clear all
collar,
that.
nigga.
No shit.
That nigga, he knew what it was. Ain't nobody ever challenged Fred. Look, Fred normally troll and be off of it. That nigga DMing me. He done came into the interview. He blocked me. When I said all that shit to Fred and he went crazy on me, I still didn't block him because I didn't care. When I told him he was not qualified, that nigga made 6 posts the next day. Speaking of unqualified,
that's just Fred though. Fred
don't care.
Fred can't make one post. Remember that was the Lay's slogan and shit. You can't eat just one chip. That Fred can't make just one post. That motherfucker gonna make a post, then he gonna make 4 posts off of that one post. Nigga, he got side dishes.
But listen,
Fred said, "I'm so honored though. He went all this way to respond to me.
That's cool. I'm glad I'm not highlighted in your life, man. You need to put this on your awards when they bring you out. Coming to the stage. B-Titty responded to him. Ball head Fred. That's how they need to bring you out from now on. B-Titty mentioned them. Ball head Fred. Call you your new name Kamikaze.
He getting the B-Titty rub.
Now let me go to my comedy shit. Let me show you how much this isn't a beef. Now I'm about to roast you. Yo, dude,
Oh,
I was about to
shit.
come up here to say
Oh,
your new
shit.
name is Kamikaze. I was like, don't address him as boy. We call him Kamikaze. That nigga bomb.
Goddamn.
Bomb. I'm talking about bomb. He bomb, nigga. I said a deaf nigga said, turn this shit off, nigga. Who the fuck?
A deaf nigga.
Turn this shit off, man. This nigga talking about, man. That nigga be bombing, bro. Like let's
What up, Ryan Polk?
Let's not
see you.
Let's not be politically correct. Fred bombs, bro. This how I was gonna humble you. This is what I said. Don't make me humble you. I was gonna come up to every open mic you went to, and I was gonna perform right after you. And then after I went up, I was gonna be like, "Oh damn, I thought it was y'all." It ain't y'all. It's Kamikaze, nigga.
Don't fit
No,
him, though.
he changed his name. No, Fred changed his name. I thought he was bullshitting. He changed his name. No, his new name is Mr. Bones and Nipples.
No, that nigga.
No, real shit. That's what he told us last week. I'm not bullshitting. That's his, and it's on his new flyer. He got a show coming up, and he changed his name to Mr. Bones and Nipples.
And guess what? That still ain't funny. Ain't nobody laughing at that shit. It don't matter how funny you try to make your name, nigga. You're not funny, man. You shouldn't be doing comedy, nigga. Like,
Damn.
this the roast session. This how much I'm gonna tell you I don't care. I'm about to just roast you, nigga. Your new name is Kamikaze, nigga. Bomb Squad, nigga. You need to be signed to Deontay Wilder, nigga. Bomb Squad. I really do this, nigga. This is off the cuff. You can't fuck with me talking about let's do a 20-minute set. Nigga ain't got 5. 20 for 20, nigga. Nigga ain't even got 20/20 vision. Fuck is you talking about?
B-Titty, where can the people find you, man? Shout out your socials.
Y'all can find me anywhere Fred can't go. Because a nigga not qualified to get booked. You can find me anywhere that nigga can't get booked, nigga. That's where you go. I really do this. I want y'all to see the niggas can't fuck with me. I don't go. Tell him I don't talk my shit, do I? I post my videos, Lex, and I dip.
Talk
but I
your
do
shit.
this roast shit. And I do this comedy shit. You can find me anywhere that nigga can't get booked, nigga. Cause he ain't gonna be there. What Magic Johnson say? Look like he ain't gonna be there, nigga. That nigga is not going to be there.
Oh my God.
You can find Fred performing at Save a Lot parking lot next week for spare change, nigga. Now let me tell that story about how you stole that $1 too from a dude who dropped it, nigga. Yeah, dog.
He told the story. He said he told the story.
Oh, he told it.
He didn't he tell the story last week? He said that somebody dropped $1, he picked it up, and
That's
he was
why
mad that they.
Zaza, I think.
That's why he was mad at Joey Zaza because Joey like gave him the look, the stink eye.
Joey, like it's $1, bro. I give you $1. Give it back. I would give you $1, bro. I would give you $1. Look, Lex crying. He ain't crying. He ain't shed one tear on your episode, nigga. I thought that shit was a TED talk. I thought you turned Lex to Oprah. I said, "Ain't this a comedian? Why this episode so serious?" Fred using his best material, nigga.
Like, oh my
This
God.
nigga is crying. I do this. I'm like that. I would roast this nigga for that's what he should have been glad I went live and was just talking to him like big bro. If I would have went live and roasted him,
Hey,
They
Derek,
been
can you give me
laughing
like
at
a
this
paper
nigga.
towel or a napkin or something?
Oprah Vegas is your
Derek,
new
can
name,
you give
dog.
me? I'm dying over
that
here.
nigga named Kamikaze, nigga. Bomb
Oh, my
Squad.
God.
Will y'all see him?
Oh,
Bomb
shit.
Squad.
So before we get out of here, man, one more time, like tell them about the tour. Tell them about the upcoming events you got
Oh,
coming
let me
up.
tell you about this headlining tour
Oh,
that
God.
there's no headliners in Cleveland.
Stop. My glass is foggy. Nigga, I
Mister,
can't
no,
see shit.
Mister, there's no headliners in Cleveland. I'm gonna be headlining Tulsa, Oklahoma Looney Band, which is a comedy club. This is not me going to a party center and throwing a comedy show.
God.
No, this is an actual comedy club that's booked me to come headline. I'll be headlining at Tulsa, Oklahoma Looney Band. I'll be headlining at the Funny Bone in Albany, New York. I'll be headlining at the Syracuse Funny Bone in New York. I'll be headlining at Stardome. He probably don't know what Stardome is. He probably think that's Patrick's home. Stardome. That's under the sea. That nigga ain't qualified. You talking to a big dog, nigga. This is 14 years in, nigga. You still trying to work at the Improv, hoping one day they be like, "Hey, Fred, the headliner ain't show up. Get up there." You're not gonna get booked because you work at the Improv, nigga.
Oh my
You
god.
niggas get a job at the Improv hoping you get in the club, nigga. That's how you're not qualified, nigga. They can't make you work. They can't let you do time, nigga. Do you schedule that night, nigga? They need you to sit in the seats.
He said 10-minute comedy battle at Grog Shop.
Are you allowed to the Grog Shop, nigga? John Brew run that, nigga.
Oh,
and John Brew, my friend, I tell that nigga don't fuck. I tell everybody not to book you, nigga. Don't make me blackball you, nigga.
Oh,
Learn who you're talking to.
this nigga buddy. We almost out of time, man. Hey, before we leave.
Hey, you know who said that?
Oh shit, here you go.
That's one of friends' line. I'm almost out of time, y'all. They're like, damn, nigga, you still got 3 minutes. I'm almost out of time. Nigga been in 2 minutes. I really do this, Lex. Lex, I really do this. Lex, I really do this.
I seen it. I don't want no smoke, nigga.
This how the live could have went. This how my 45-minute live, it could have went like this. I took the scenic route. This nigga wanted to take it to East Cleveland, nigga. I'm like that, man.
God, so hard. I forgot to say.
But listen, man, I will say this. Listen, it's all love. Fred, I looked at Fred as a friend. Now you know how you talk to me. I'm still hurt about that. If he was offended, I apologize because I'm a man. My intent wasn't to offend him. That wasn't my intent. My intent was to educate him and let him know.
Please tell me that was before, because nigga, now the last 15 minutes, nigga, you offended the fuck out this nigga. Like
everything that I say, he knows.
Shit.
This is what comics do. He can't be offended because now I'm roasted. This a roast battle now. You know what I'm saying?
Showtime said I'm on the ground right now.
This a roast
Kayla
battle.
said I'm hollering.
This is what I do. This is what I do. You can't talk that comedy shit to me. You can't talk.
Pizzle said I'm throwing my damn phone.
Nigga said he said that man looked you dead in your face. He said, "Yeah, BTD was clout chasing. I just showed you 300,000 followers, nigga. I'm clout chasing 20 people on Facebook."
Look, man, we almost out of time, man. So we got to wrap this up, man. I wish we can go a little longer, but we got to get up out of here. But
hey, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you coming through. I know you're a busy man, so I appreciate you, pulling up, man. We wish you a lot of success on the tour, man. Hopefully we can catch some of them dates, man. Like the man said, he gonna be reaching out to some independent comics, man. So, get with the boy B Titty, man. Make sure that y'all, stand with him, following him, and make sure y'all support the tour, man. What is you doing?
You burnt that boy, Fred. You could have been one of them, nigga.
This nigga lying like a motherfucker. This nigga, in the show with a lie, nigga. Before we get out of here, man, I want to thank all of y'all that's been watching, man. Everybody that's been in the comments, man. It's been a crazy show, man. All right, before we get up out of here, I want to shout out next week's guest, man. 24 hours before the release of her new project, All Things Love, musical artiste Miss Jenny will be in the building, and she's bringing her manager, Miss Artinka Tierra, with her, man. Just in time for Valentine's Day, so please do not miss it, man. That's tomorrow. All right, we back tomorrow on our regular time, man. Until then, I'm Lexx Vegas, man. Me and Tim, we headed out to Wardy's Laugh Factory. The show is out Middleburg Heights, man. Hopefully this nigga friend ain't out here waiting on me, but we'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Tim, get us up out of here.
See Me Comedy 3 with guest host Lexx Vegas, Ryan Rogers, Major Keys, and lots of laughs featuring hot comics from Philly, Virginia, the Carolinas, Columbus, and Cleveland. All coming Thursday, May 15th. Doors open at 6 at Sausalito on the 9th, 1360 East 9th Street, downtown Cleveland. Get tickets at You See Me Comedy 3 at eventbrite.com or call 216-882-0093. We'll see you at You See Me Comedy 3.
The following presentation is rated Lexx. Would not recommend without adult supervision.